Right, how do guys? Doing a little video. It's raining today, so I was going to do this out in a woodland, but I'm going to do it basically in my kitchen today. So I'm just sat on the floor, best way. I'm doing a little video on my little shoulder bag. It's UK Combat. You can get them off Amazon for about 20 quid. Really good bag, built really well. It's got good waterproof properties. All the zips and clips on it are really good. So I was just going to show you the content. This is the sort of bag that I use when I go out with the dogs walking long distance, going out on a mooch, you know, catapult forks, maybe a little bit of shooting a slingshot or something like that. But generally just having a mooch about. I like to get out in the woodland and, you know, just find things, bits and pieces, a little bit of foraging, a little bit of whatever you can really while you're out there and try and enjoy it as much as I can. You know, as we all know, it's good for the old noggin to be outside. So I just thought I'd show you the contents of this bag. Now this is not an EDC bag, it's just a bag that has got some useful bits in it that I think are useful being out in the woodland. Obviously everybody else's is different, you know, we all look at YouTube videos and videos on other sites and that, and we see little videos of people's kit. It's always interesting to get a look at other people's kit. So I thought I'd show you what I've got in mind. So basically it's got a few pouches. It's got one here which is on one part of the strap. It's got one on the side here. It's got one on the side here, and then it's got this main compartment which has got a zip on the front, so you can put, you know, softer things in there that are pliable. And then you open it up, it's got a front little sleeve here, it's got another zip pocket, and it's got a main compartment with a toggle top and waterproofing. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So, you know, sorry about the camera, but that's about as much video work as I can do. So that's it. Alright, so I'll start with this pocket up here. So walking about and stuff like that, especially if you're doing a little bit of hunting with your slingshot or your air rifle or whatever it is you choose to do. I've got a tiny monocular here. It's just a little monocular. I think I paid about 20 quid for it. But it's alright. It is 7x18. And you know, it's good enough for checking hedgerows, checking trees in a distance. You know, if you're going to do a little bit of slingshot hunting or even air rifle hunting, you need to have a sort of something where I think you can just look a little bit further in the distance to see what you're approaching, what you're coming up to. Just helps with the obviously hunting, basically. You know, it's going to make it easier. You know, if you're into that thing, it's not necessarily just for that. You could use it for if you're in an area that you're not familiar with, you can find a landmark, look at it from a distance and head to that landmark, just things like that. So working my way down, in junction with that, I've got one of these button compasses. I can't remember who makes them. I don't know if it's Coleman, I'm not sure. But they're really good. They're about 15 quid, I think. 10 to 15 pound, I'll say. It's a luminous, so the face lights up in the dark. It's really good quality. Comes on a lanyard. So I'll just stick that in a little pocket here, which is on the back of the bag. It just sits in there. And also inside there, I've got a bit of slingshot ammo. Because obviously I always carry my slingshot with me when I go out, always. So I've just got some bits of shot there. I'm going to stick them in my pocket for now because I need to put them in a bag. Anyway, that's those two little pockets. Sorry if this is going to be a bit long, I'll speed up a bit. Then on this little side pocket here, I've just got you know, like a multi-tool. It's an alright one, it's a Swiss one. Just your standard multi-tool. I think they're always quite useful to have on you, you know. Quite a few uses, I suppose, but basically just there, just in case, you know. Might need to help someone fix something. Someone might have a broken bike. You might come across someone in the woods and you need to do something. You might find an animal trapped. So it's always good to have something that's got some wire cutters on it, basically. It's a good quality one, so, you know, it's quite robust, but that's just on there. I doubt it's ever going to get used, but it's there just in case. Then in this pocket, I have got some cordage. You know, if I lose a dog lead or something like that, or my strap brakes or my belt brakes, I could put trousers. And also, worst case scenario, if I had a small tarp with me or something, it was raining, I could string something up. But it's always good to have a bit of cordage. So there's about 5 meters there. Then I've got my Swiss Army knife. Really good one, this. Really comfortable. It's got a really good thick blade on it. I use that just for like trimming up the catapult forks when I cut them off the trees. Sometimes I might want to take a bit of bark off, cutting cordage, maybe cutting food if I take food with me. Yeah, so cutting tools always useful. So that's that side pocket. So that's my cutting tool, my cordage. I've got my multi-tool and my monocular. You see my little catapult in there. In the lid here, I've got spare slingshot bands and ties, so I can connect them to the frame. They're pre-cut. They're actually Caddyshack. I do cut my own, but I bought myself a Caddyshack slingshot and some bands off him and some shot, because I really rate his catapult. His catapults they're fantastic, you know what I mean? And he's Wayne Martin. He's like so good with one. So I just thought I'd put a bit of money in his pocket, because I always make my own. I don't really buy them. Then I've just got some fire start material, which we all know, cotton wool bud soaked in Vaseline. Other uses as well, first aid uses. Then going to the main pocket, I've got a little bit more cordage. And then I've got Boundless Voyage Trangier, like Trangier, spirit burner, titanium. And you get the little, I'll keep them in the bag so they don't rattle. Then you get the little stand, so you can just literally sit it on top and make a brew. So always want the option to be able to make a brew. When I take this out, I'll take a bottle of water out with me as well. Some Trangier fuel. There's enough there to do about 3 brews if I go out. I could probably get 3 brews out of that amount of fuel, which is, I think, is pretty good. Then I've got my silky pocket boy, because obviously I'm out mooching. I want to collect catapult frames. These are absolutely brilliant. I mean, this has just been so good. You know, it'll cut through anything. It's still razor sharp, and I've been using it years. So really happy with that. Really good bit of kit. Obviously, you want to cut yourself a walking stick. You want to put a pole up, something maybe to hold a tarp up. You've got the ability to do it, and it's not too heavy. Then in here, I've got one of those cheap wood stoves. This is just literally a Lixada one, and this is for putting a Trangier in as a windshield, so I don't have to carry a separate windshield. And obviously, if I run out of fuel, I want to make a brew, I can still have a fire in this and make a cup of tea or a bit of grub. So that's that. That's the contents of the inside. I'll take that all out, and then you can see how big it is. It's a big section. You know, you can fit a bottle of water in there, like maybe 750ml. It's got a net pocket on the front and a net pocket on the back. It is actually quite a big pouch, you know. So that's that. So that's all that's in there. So literally the saw, some more cordage, fuel burner, some fuel, and a little wood stove. And there's still plenty of room in there. I could probably fit like a bit of food or, you know, other bits and pieces easily. There's loads of room. Anyway, going on to the front, I've got one of these little torches. You can get these off Amazon. They're actually pretty good. They've got a front one, and then they got these side ones. And it's got disco time. Yeah, quite good. USB rechargeable, last ages, got a magnetic bottom so you can stick them onto metal. So I find that's very useful. I've used that quite a few times. Then go on to small little first aid kit. This is a Helicon Tex. Open it up. And basically I've got plasters, antiseptic wipes, iodine wipes, some paracetamol, some antihistamine, and some safety pins, pair of tweezers, and a few other little bits. That's Helicon Tex. Really good it is. It's like a little plaster pouch. I think they're about £8. Really good. That's just in this front pocket here. Then I go onto the zipper compartment. I've got a head torch, because if you are out late at night and you get a little bit lost, or you're just walking about in general, head torch is much better than hand torch. Keep your hands free. And this is just one that I've got off probably Amazon. Had good reviews. It's bright, it's rechargeable, which is great, because I can put a power bank in this pack as well if I was out all day. Then I have got, there's my bag of slingshot. I need to add that other stuff to it. I've got to have some shot for that. Then it's this little fire kit. Now I'm not massively into Amazon gadgets, because I find that if you're going to light a fire, it's a lighter, it's a box of matches, it's a ferro rod, and some form of tinder, whether it be Vaseline soap, fucking balls, or fat wood or something. So I just bought this because it was compact. It had a couple of bits in it that I thought were quite useful. So it's quite smart. It's got fat wood in it, it's got some wax string, it's got a pencil sharpener, and it's got a bellow so you can, you know, put some oxygen into the fire, and a ferro rod. Ferro rod's probably crap, to be perfectly honest with you. But the pencil sharpener's good for shavings, and the fat wood and string I thought were good. And it wasn't very expensive, and it's got a reflective side on it, so you could probably use that for maybe signalling if you catch a light off it. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, that's that. I think that was about 20 quid. But it's good what it's got in it. It's a couple of good bits in it, that's why I bought it. Then I've got another decent ferro rod. This is just a Mac pack, but really good little, everyone's seen them. They're really good little ferro rods. They're reliable and everything, and you know, they're small and compact, so that's that. And then last but not least, yeah, I've got a notebook. Pen and paper. This one's waterproof. Pen works on all surfaces, blah, 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 blah. Now, quite useful. I mean, you know, obviously for leaving notes or messages and writing things down of importance. Like if I'm out mooching about and I find an area and I could write something down and say, right, I need to go back here because there was this, maybe some oak trees, some ash trees that have fallen, and I could get some catapult forks and, you know, just anything. But always good to have. Always good to have, I think. Just a pen and paper. I just bought this. Can't remember where I got it from. It's not an Amazon purchase. It's something else. But it comes in a neat little case. Yeah, that's it. It's waterproof. Boom. And that is everything. That's everything that goes into this little bag. I also, when I take this out, I've got a water bottle with a city cup in it. I'll take that as well. It's only a litre. So that gives me some water and something to boil some water up in. And I normally take like a 3-in-1 coffee stick or something like that. And just have a coffee, you know, just stop, have a coffee halfway through when I'm out. Yeah, it's quite nice taking the atmosphere and that. So I hope I haven't bored you too much and gone on a bit, but that's it. Strongly recommend them. They're really comfortable to wear. It's a UK combat spelt with a K. Just really good bag. I think you can get them in olive green and woodland camo and a few others. I got it in a multicam because I just like the multicam. I'm into my greens and browns and stuff, and I just think the multicam's good. And obviously when you're out mooching about, you want to blend in a bit. You don't want to be seen by people, and you don't want to be seen by animals and everything else. So yeah, so anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Hope I haven't been too boring. Obviously you can put any suggestions of anything else I can put in it, sensible ones. Obviously there's always a fool out there that has to say something silly, but we won't waste our effort and energy and time on them. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers, thank you.